Here we go, yeah, we're trying to lighten your load. I know this week was tough, the devil put on the show, but oh, what he didn't know, yeah, God is on your side, and for this moment you were chose. Take that. We tough, yeah, but we tough. Made for this, who, we, us. So walk around with your mean mug, or sit back and kick your feet up. Heart is heavy, but the love is steady. Turn the volume up and get ready, cause the show is about to begin. Welcome everybody to 3-Day Weekend.
Yes, sir. Episode 3, Season 2 of the 3-Day Weekend. We back with a new episode. We got some exciting things we talking about today. Shanika, give them the rundown.
Today's topics are blood pressure, joining church, radio stations, and NBA sick days.
All right, I'm ready to get started. Are you?
I am.
All right, let's get it. How many sick days do you have? Do you know?
At work?
Yeah. Because you're going to need them.
We have like hours that you use for personal or whatever you need. Depending on your years, I think it starts out around, we don't give very many. It starts out around 160 hours.
Sick days are paid time off? Is that the same thing?
Paid time off. For us, it is. Every company is different. Somebody else I work for, we had paid time off and sick days.
How many paid sick days do you think the NBA players get?
I'm sure it ain't no number.
The reason I said that, because I'm frustrated with the NBA. And let me tell you why. We got a game on right now. It's Brooklyn versus the Pelicans. Zion Williamson and Kyrie. Harden out, KD out. I'm frustrated with the NBA because all these players are using up their sick days. Pretty much, they advertise these big games like tonight. Zion Williamson versus Kevin Durant or somebody, whoever. Steph Curry versus Damian Lillard. And they hype up these matchups, and then when the game time comes up, this player is out for this reason. This player is out for this reason. Doing all this load management. I'm like, bruh, how can we watch the regular season? How can we get ready for these games and watch these games and see these potential playoff matchups or championship matchups? And every time somebody's sitting out.
I mean, are they hurt?
Listen, I don't think so. That's why I said, well, let me ask, have you ever called in sick to work?
And wasn't sick? No. No, I have not.
Me neither. But I'm sure somebody out there, because we don't do that.
Sure.
I'm sure somebody out there that call in.
I be going to work sick.
Yo, you know,
and they make me go home.
Right. But I know it's somebody out there that call in sick and they really don't be sick like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so I feel like that's what the NBA players be doing sometimes, man. It's like, bro, you hoop for a living. Just go out there and play.
I mean, but if they are hurt.
I don't think they really hurt.
But if they are, I'm not going to put myself in a worse off position trying to play.
It's one thing of being injured and being hurt. You could play hurt. You can't play injured. And I find it hard to believe that these guys, as many games as sometimes they just don't be playing because it's a back-to-back. Like, bruh, when I was hooping every day. I'm retired now. Now, I wasn't playing full games like they were doing. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, you hoop. It ain't like you doing...
Well, think of it this way, too.
Manual labor.
Every job, because that is their job that you have. Some days you tired and you don't want to go to work.
But you hoop.
That don't mean you want to do it all the time. Just because you play basketball, they may get tired of it too. They may want a day off.
Man, I guess. I'm just ready for the playoffs to start. Because once the playoffs start, they not missing no games. Because they want to win. And they know if they lose, if they don't play, they probably going to lose. And they're going to be out of the playoffs. So I'm just ready for the playoffs. They could fast forward to the playoffs because I'm really not watching no regular season games. The NBA, y'all got to do better, bro. Y'all got to do better. What are you jamming this week? What you been
radio?
Listening to this week? I know. Oh, you ain't been listening to no new albums or nothing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't really listen to.
You know.
I guess I don't really listen to like new albums.
You know, I really don't.
After a while, I guess.
I really don't listen to the radio that much. I don't listen to, let me rephrase that, music on the radio as much as I used to. That's how you know you're getting old. Cause I remember growing up and being in the car with my dad. He used to always listen to talk radio.
I don't.
610 sports
I
talk
don't
radio.
listen to talk
And
radio.
I used to, as a kid, I'm like, bro, put the music on, man. But now that I've gotten older, that's literally all I listen to.
I guess I ain't old yet.
As of late, the other day we were in the car and I was just flipping stations and I came across 91.7, and it's basically a Christian station, but it plays hip hop, R&B, pop type music, and I've really been enjoying it. My radio station been staying on it. Matter of fact, I downloaded their app. That's how much I enjoy it. Play some real good music, and it's not a real big station, so they don't have as many commercials and advertisement and stuff like that, so you're hearing more music. And I'm discovering some artists that I've never heard of, and there's some real good music on there. We finally joined the church.
We did.
I think.
What?
Well, I don't know if we members, because we didn't. You know, back in the day when you joined the church, you had new members orientation
or something.
You had to go through boot camp.
I don't even remember. I was at my church for so long. I don't know what new members did.
Man, you had to go through boot camp. You had to go through Bible study, memorize scriptures. You had to memorize all the books in the Bible. They put you through a test.
I don't remember none of that.
I'm exaggerating. But they did have new members orientation.
They might still have it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That was about 2 weeks ago now?
Not two.
Then we put that stuff in.
Maybe about a week and a half.
They had to look.
A week and
we went to church
2 days.
And we was like, okay, this is the Sunday we're gonna join. So we looking around trying. And normally is how I grew up. At the end of service, they gonna ask you 3 things: you want to be saved, want to be filled with the Holy Spirit, and do you want to join church?
Well, they asked you about being saved.
It's 2 of them. They did 2,
pray.
But not the third one, joining church. So we're looking around trying to find. I'm thinking it's a sign that maybe this not the church for us. But we looking around to try to figure out how do we join. And so the lady, we finally find someone. They give us a card, fill out the information. We give it back to them. So we excited and we waiting on the email. We put our information in. We waiting on a phone call, a text or something. It's been a week. We still ain't got nothing. So
maybe we're processing.
Bruh. And so, wait a minute.
Processing.
What my sound effect at?
Really?
I forgot to use it. Oh, snap. I can't. Oh, here you go.
Bruh.
No, but seriously, it's been, and then I got so tired of waiting on receiving a message from them. I went and joined again online.
Well, you did that like the next day.
But okay, what's taking so long?
It's Sunday. You joined on Sunday. The people may not be working. Because some churches, like, depending on if you work for the church, they count Sunday as one of your working days, so you may get another day off during the week. So
okay, have you gotten a message, email, text, or phone call from them yet? See what I'm saying? It's probably a sign.
Oh, whatever. It ain't no sign.
Hey, I'm gonna give them another week, and if ain't nobody reached out to us, bro, we're gonna have to.
Oh Lord,
find another
please.
church.
Well, maybe that is the committee you can be on, since you didn't appreciate.
You know what?
Their joining process.
And I'm gonna voice my concerns when they. I'm just playing.
Your opinions?
I'm just playing. But hopefully they'll reach out to us soon because I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am.
Ready for this next phase in our lives to grow spiritually, to grow in ministry, to serve in any way, capacity that we can. They said something, I think I heard one person say in church, it's like those people that say, man, I don't know if I'm supposed to serve in the church, and I don't know this, and I don't know that. But I think one of the things they said was, how would you know if you never tried? I mean, you try ministry, you try this, and if that's not it, then maybe
something else.
Somebody will guide you to somewhere else. But you never would get there if you don't ever sign up.
Yeah.
If you don't ever put yourself out there that you want to be a part and you want to serve.
Yeah.
I got blood pressure issues, y'all, unfortunately. I was laying in the bed one night and I was on my phone and I was looking at my phone and the stuff was like blurry. And I've never had issues with my eyesight at all. And so this concerned me because I'm like, man, why is this stuff blurry? And it was from a close distance. Like it wasn't far. Like I could still see everything that was on the other side or whatever. But when I had my phone like close to my face, it was blurry. And I was like, man, what's going on? And for some reason, I thought that my blood pressure was the issue, was the cause of this. And I started thinking about like every time I went to the doctor, I used to go to the doctor, they always ask me if I had high blood pressure. And I'm like, no, I don't know. No, I ain't got no. I was like, why? And they was like, oh, because it's high. And so I never really paid attention to it. I was just like, well, okay, they never said nothing. We never went further than that, than them telling me that it was kind of high. So I just kept living my life. And so when my vision got blurry, I was like, bro, this might be a blood pressure issue. Go to the doctor and they check my blood pressure and they want me to monitor it. They give me a sheet to keep track of my blood pressure. Then literally the next day, I have like this total breakdown. Like I'm at work and I just start feeling terrible. And so I leave work and I go home and I check my blood pressure and it's like 160 something over like 106 or something like that. And so I called my parents. I was like, yo, my blood pressure is super high. And they was like, you need to go to the emergency room. So they come pick me up, take me to one of the little emergency clinics, and they talking about they couldn't take me because my blood pressure was too high or something. I need to go to the emergency room. So they took me to the emergency room. I'm in the emergency room. They taking my blood pressure. They're checking me, doing all of this. By the way, I got a super high hospital bill right now.
Yes.
But
unnecessary.
well, I mean, it didn't feel unnecessary at the time. So I'm having these blood pressure issues, and they check me out, and they do all these tests on me, and they send me home, and I actually had another appointment at the doctor, and so I go to the doctor, and I show them my chart about how I've been checking my blood pressure and all of this here, and they basically diagnosed me with hypertension. Shanika was against me trying to go through the doctors as well as far as them prescribing me medicine. And I was looking at it like, man, this is an issue that I've been having that I didn't necessarily know I was having, but it has gotten much more serious. So I was like, man, I'm not really trying to wait around because who knows how serious this is and how bad it can get so quickly. So this is in my mind. And those of y'all that know me and know kind of my history, I struggled with like panic attacks for a long time. Knowing that you have high blood pressure and having panic attacks, they really don't mix. And so every time I would take my blood pressure, it was high, it was high. I'm feeling bad. And I just want to go to the doctor. I just want to go to the emergency room every day. And I'm like, I can't do that.
No.
So to make a long story short,
you got a wife talking about we are not going to the emergency room.
Right. To make a long story short, they end up prescribing me some medicine, and I've been taking the medicine. Well, I started taking the medicine, and it wasn't doing nothing with my blood pressure. So then they tried another medicine. Then it wasn't doing nothing with my blood pressure. So then they upped it. It was the same medicine, but they upped the milligrams. And it still wasn't doing nothing. So I go to a cardiologist actually tomorrow. Hopefully we can have some progress with my blood pressure because, I mean, we got a baby on the way. And that's what I be thinking
Well,
about.
it's come down a little bit since you've taken this last one. I mean, not a whole lot, but it's less than what it was.
Another thing I've been doing is been taking that beet juice. I've been drinking. While I was at the doctor, one of the assistants was like, yo, you need to drink some beet juice. That'll work. And so I've been buying beet juice and been drinking that. So I don't know if it's the medicine or the beet juice, but it has gone down a little, but still I'm not in a healthy range.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to the cardiologist, and hopefully they can figure out what's going on and get this under control because this is not no fun.
Mm-hmm.
At all. And I just feel like I can't be my full self because I'm always worried about my blood pressure and stuff like that. So Y'all send a prayer for your boy. But I said all of that to say we got to take care of our bodies. We only got one body. We got to build those healthy habits. We got to make those healthy choices. And it's hard, especially if you've been living a certain way so long and you got your favorite foods and all of this stuff that you can't live without, quote unquote. But you're going to have to make that decision. It's like, is it worth your life? Is it worth losing bodily functions because you want to eat French fries, or we got to make the healthy choices. And then that's another thing. I never really had no problems with exercising and stuff like that. Like, I'll exercise. And then knowing that you have high blood pressure, like I went over my parents' house. I was riding a bike. They got like a little stationary bike. And so I'm riding. This is after I left the doctor. I'm riding the bike. All right, I'm going to start exercising more and try to lose weight and do all of this. And then my mama come in, you don't need to be exercising with that high blood pressure. I'm like, what am I supposed to do then? Like, I can't exercise. What am I supposed to do? So we got to take care of our bodies. I was actually talking to my homeboy. He's a personal trainer, and we was literally having this conversation before I ended up going to the doctor for my blood pressure. He was talking about how those are things that we can control. But we just gotta do what's right. We gotta eat right. We gotta get enough sleep. We gotta,
to a certain extent, because some things are
hereditary, right?
And you can do a lot of things to help, but some things are hereditary
right now. But we gonna rebuke that in the name of Jesus for the baby that's on the way right now. I don't want baby have to struggle. No high blood pressure, no diabetes, no pigeon-toed, no bow-leggedness. Anything that we struggling with, man, listen, I speak blessings and all that good stuff and rebuke all the other stuff that was bad knees. Rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Bad knees.
But yeah, we got to take care of our bodies. We got to make healthy choices. We got to build healthy habits because you want to be around. You want to be, especially when you got babies on the way, when you got family, you want to be around, you want to be healthy, you want to be there for your family, you want to live a long, healthy life. And so we got to build those healthy habits. We got to make healthy choices. We got to exercise. We got to sleep right. All right, that's episode 3 of 3-Day Weekend on season 2. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thank you for liking and subscribing, sharing the podcast. We appreciate you, and we thank you for tuning in. Shanika, you got something for her?
Thank y'all.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see y'all until next episode. Peace.